How effective are you at actually building in a deliberate practice to pause and respond with intentionality rather than react? For so many years, so many people, rightfully so, talk about the value of pausing. And one of the things that came up recently, I thought was really a genius way of putting this into practice. And it stemmed from a well known saying that is attributed to Viktor Frankl, which isn't an actual quote, by the way, by him, although it's usually listed as a quote. And it's something like this: that between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies our ability to respond and the power of responding. And our response is where growth and freedom come. So that's the general gist of it. It's not an actual quote, it's a summary of his sayings. But here's the thing, is it's such a powerful reminder that we do have this space between stimulus and response. And we forget that the reality is that our brains forget that and are on autopilot 90 to 95% of the time, meaning we don't create that space where our growth and freedom lie. We don't create that space where we have the power to respond with intentionality rather than react out of autopilot and outdated programming and outdated interoperating systems that might be running us. And one of my coaching clients really took this saying to heart and said that he has been working to create systems for himself to force that space between stimulus and response. And he has a setting on his email that it has a 2-minute delay every email he sends. That because he gets, one of his things is he gets frustrated and becomes a keyboard warrior and wants to lash out at people. So he decided to put in this deliberate delay so that he has a chance, because usually by the time he hits send, he has a pretty immediate regret. Oh crap, I shouldn't have sent that. So for him, having that 2-minute delay gives him that opportunity to go back and to undo it or unsend it or rewrite it before it actually goes out. Now, it's created a little bit of a predicament because sometimes he's trying to respond to someone immediately and he's like, hold on, it's going to take 2 minutes before it goes through. But I thought this was such a genius way of knowing ourselves and creating deliberate practices and systems to interrupt that autopilot, interrupt our patterns when our self-protective, armored self wants to get in our way. So this is my invitation and my challenge to you this week, is to create some deliberate practices for yourself. Maybe it's a 2-minute email delay that help you actively practice creating that space between stimulus and response. I would love to hear what opens up for you as you put this one into practice. And remember, when we create that space and we respond more deliberately, we can let more of our sparkle shine brightly.